Chapter 2: Repentance. The seeker should first begin by repenting to Allah for all of his sins. If he has wronged anyone or is indebted to them, he should hasten to fulfill each one his due as much as possible. If he is unable to fulfill this, he must seek their permission to relieve him from his due. One who has an outstanding debt or matter with any of the people cannot proceed on his path to Allah. The condition of sound repentance is true regret for sins, with the sincere determination not to return to them throughout his life. One who repents for any of his sins, but continues to commit the sinful act or returns to it, his repentance is invalid. The seeker should be vigilant over his shortcomings in fulfilling his duties towards his Lord. Whenever he feels sorrow over his shortcomings, and by it he is grief-stricken, then he should know that his Lord is with him. As the Exalted says, "I am with those who are saddened for my sake." Although the following is not mentioned in the text, I did look up this narration, and according to Sheikh Salman Yunus, the preceding narration was mentioned as a prophetic report by Imam al Haddad in his Bidayah al-Hidayah without a chain of transmission. However, it has no basis as a prophetic narration as stated by Mullah Ali al-Qari in his Encyclopedia of Hadith Forgeries, and Allah knows best. And now back to the text. The seeker should safeguard himself from the slightest sin, let alone the major ones, more than he would protect himself from deadly poison. Were he to commit any wrong, his fear should be greater than his fear of consuming poison. For sins affect the heart as poison affects the body. The heart is more precious to the believer than his body. In fact, the seeker's foundation is to safeguard his heart and its establishment. The body is subject to illnesses and will soon face death. When the physical body dies, it leaves behind the distresses of the world. On the contrary, if the heart is ruined, the hereafter is ruined. None will escape the wrath of Allah, gain his pleasure and reward, except the one who comes to Allah with a sound heart.